Alright, so we've got the car up on the lift, and since I introduced this car, I've kind of found quite a few things that are going on with it. So for one, the radiator is leaking. That's going to have to get fixed. Two, it looks like it's had some damage, front end fiberglass damage here. And then as we move through, I'll take you through now, you can see that the front suspension is worn out, and then there's a few oily fuel lines are leaking. So everything we kind of thought of, but just a few more. So the rear diff is actually pretty straightforward. There we just open that, we can drain it. Everything looks pretty much alright, but to change the oil, leaky fuel line is that one top there. We have to fix that. And then for this auto box, we're gonna have to pull this whole pan off, and then get oil everywhere and have fun with that. Put it back in. And then we've got some oil leaks here, so we're gonna have to figure out what's going on there. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this with one hand. Oh my word, that wasn't even tight. Oil's already coming out. We're gonna have a lot of oil come out here. There we go. Looks like this wasn't changed in a very, very long time. And it's super thin as well. 2040 or something. Yeah, this oil is old. So it's a good job we're changing it. But we'll have to take off the sump because it looks like someone sealed this with normal house silicone. This clear silicone. So we'll have to sort that out. If you want to see some more of this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Just click on the subscribe button, hit the bell, and you're good to go. Okay, taking all the bolts out. None of the bolts were tight, they were all loose. Don't tell me. We have to take this other plate off. Okay. Alright, so we're almost there. You must. Wow. It's all coming out. Alright, so this is where we are. Pulled the sump off. We need to get a new gasket for there. We have this pipe. This pipe is for the cooling system, and this is been made out of mild steel. So we need to do something with that. We have pulled off some of the anti-roll bar bushes. All the anti-roll bar bushes are completely worn out. Tomorrow we're going to climb into these bottom bushes. The bushes both sides of the lower control arms are worn out. This bearing, just cleaning up, we're going to put that back. It looks alright. Yeah, the radiator obviously needs to come out because that is leaking. So, but to get this bolt out on the suspension, I need to take the radiator out because this looks like it's one massive long bolt that goes straight across. So once we get the radiator out, we'll be able to pull that bolt out and pull this wishbone out so I can take it for a sample. So that's kind of where we are. We're gonna call it a night for tonight because it's really late. We're busy with 1,000 other things today. So we're burning the candle at both ends a bit in the beginning, but this is the packet of spares that I've got. I'm going to take to the spare shop, and we're going to try get some bits that can match that. So yeah, anyway, let's try again tomorrow. Alright guys, so we got a ton of stuff done on that Cobra. The Cobra really fought us towards the end, but in a nutshell, I got a bunch of parts for the Cobra, and the Cobra has gone off for paint. So we really had to rush getting the things together back on the car so that it could go off for paint. So we've left the sumps off because the sumps are all rusted. As you can see, the sumps are all rusted up, and I just couldn't put it back that way again. So I'm gonna have the sumps zinc plated rather, and we've got a lot of the bits that we need on order, and the suspension is all Jaguar parts, XJ6 I think. So a lot of the stuff had to be ordered. It's just not readily available. So all that stuff is on back order while the car is at paint. So that car is going to be gone for a while. What we did do in the meantime is we managed to put good old Ravenol. I've got 75W140. We put that into the diff. So we've already done the diff service, but the gearbox we still need to do, and the obviously the engine oil and the engine service. So I've got all the stuff for that, but yeah, the rest of the suspension components and brake pads and that are all on order and will be here pretty soon. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to carry on with this E36. Now we have got a ton of work done on this car already. What we've done is we've taken out a lot of weight on this car, and we're doing a really cool lightweight conversion on this car. Now this car is set to go to the dyno soon, but to do that we're also redoing the fuel system, the entire fuel system, so it can run on ethanol. So as you know, I'm working with Gebbet Speed Shop. So I'm working with Gebbet Speed Shop, and we're going to be using, we're going to be replacing all the hard lines with aluminium hard lines. So that is AN8 for supply, AN6 for return. So if you go turbo or V8 or whatever, you've got that. There's a nice reusable fuel filter, and then a whole host of AN fittings, so, and then also PTFE braided line for the whole car. This is for the surge tank, fuel pump mount, and about 1,000 fittings that are going into this car. We've also got some windscreen sealer that's going to be for the rear windscreen, which we've already installed, and so all of this still needs to be done. So like I said, we're busy with the polycarb on the windows. We've cut that out already. We've cut all the windows out. The rear one is kind of half installed. We've also gone to town on the rear end here, and so we need to basically take this aluminium that we've purchased and seal up this whole section. We've had the surge tank modified for the AN lines, and we're doing a bunch of work. So all of this will be covered on a new episode, and the goal is to make this thing super light. Anyway, that's going to be a wrap for this week's episode. Thanks for following along, thanks for supporting, and we'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.